I'm upset.
I'm at it. The Maniac.
Good evening, good people. It is I, the Maze Madman. I'm upset. Good evening, good people. It is I, the Maze Madman. I'm here with my guy.
Maniac.
We got a dope show lined up. Kinetic will not be joining us tonight. He's taking care of some personal issues, but we gonna hold it down. We got a dope show lined up for y'all tonight. By the way, we're doing a top 5. We've changed it. We're not gonna go through the entire Big 12. We're not gonna bore y'all with that.
No.
First of all, that's a trash league that plays trashy football. I'm joking, but we only gonna do a top 5. Me and my guy, we're gonna do that. And we're going to get into what was said at Michigan Media Days. And then from there, we might even let you guys join the conversation. Come on up, spit what you got to spit. But anyway, Maniac, how you feeling, man?
I'm doing well, my brother. It's Monday. You know, hot out here in New York City. Flaming, bro.
East Coast is on fire right now.
Bro, disgusting. But that the ride back home was disgusting. Blue Wolverine, what up, champ? But nah, I'm doing well, man. You know, yesterday we was in the Johnny show and going crazy,
bro. Hey, shout out to everybody that was over there on JOJ's WWF Sunday. You know how it goes. My man the Maniac certainly was upsetting a bunch of Buckeye fans. I was in the chat upsetting a bunch more Buckeye fans, but it was a good time. Anyway, let's get to this, man. We came here for it. We're going to do this, one of these. In fact, we might keep it at top 5 basically throughout until we get to the Big Ten. We get to the Big Ten, we can go a little more in depth, but that's the final week. This week, we got the Big 12. Next week, we'll do the ACC, and then the following week, we'll do the SEC. But top 5 Big 12 teams, Maniac. Let me get the asset up here so we can show that. And basically, this is me and Maniac's take on the Big 12. You guys are welcome to join the conversation in the chat. Let us know what you think. Bob Ross approves this message. Shout out to Blue Wolverine. But yeah, so here we go, man. Top 5 Big 12 teams. By the way, hit that like button, share this with your friends and family if you haven't already, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really quick, Maniac, because we would be remiss if we didn't shout out the people in the chat. My brother DK is here, Troy is here, Taves is here, Corey G, of course. Marmar was like the first person in the chat. Shout out to my brother Marmar. Antoine Johnson. I think if I missed you so far, I apologize. Of course, Blue Wolverine is in the building as always, and the Dom Father has joined. Look at that! Look at he looked. He looked like he about to go. Yeah,
very
Donish. Right. He about to go bust some heads, man. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. Maniac, are we Maniac last night? Was going Maniac. Nah, he was absolutely on one last night. Shout out to Seth, who's here too. Yo, that's hilarious. Blue Wolverine blew up the spot on Marmar that day. Shout out to Blue.
Yeah.
All right,
that was
here we
funny,
go.
Man.
I'm gonna try to make this bigger because I don't know. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So these are the teams. This is the top 5. Obviously, one being who we think is going to come out of that conference as the champion, all the way down to 5. We're not going to do the entire conference. Maniac, let's talk about it, all right? We're going to start at the bottom. Let's get that out the way.
All right.
The 5th ranked team in your opinion, Maniac, in the Big 12 this season will be who?
They will be the Bears from Baylor.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, man. So they did end the season 6 straight wins. They did lose to LSU in the bowl game, but they ended it very hot, right? They got 12 returning starters, right? They all, they quarterback Sawyer Robinson, 22 touchdown passes in 8 games.
Right.
22 touchdown passes in his final 8 games, right? Also, they returned 4 returning O-linemen. The thing is, and they returned 1,000-yard rusher. Right. So the pieces are there. The only really question mark with Baylor is the defense. And, but it's the Big 12. Who needs defense in the Big 12? who needs defense there? Right. It's not a defense heavy conference, honestly, like all jokes aside. So I think that I got Baylor as my number 5 team going into the 2025 season.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the Baylor pick. I would go with Baylor, except for I think Arizona State is the 5th ranked team here. I'll tell you why. Listen, Arizona State made the CFP last year. They gave Texas everything they could handle, honestly. Almost won that game, and in the eyes of some probably should have won that game. I like the coach, man. They got a young coach. He is dynamic. I think he's a great how you say that, like when they talk about getting the locker room juiced up, those guys that are just leader of men, basically, right?
Leader, yeah.
Right. I like what he's doing there. He is losing. He has lost that workhorse he had at running back, Scatterbo, right? Scatterbo has moved on, but he got a young quarterback who last year proved to be very good, and stood tall against Texas too, man. He was getting cracked a couple of those times, but he stayed in there and delivered the football on time a lot of the most of that game. So I'm gonna go with Arizona State here at number 5. Shout out to Baylor though. You may see Baylor higher for me. Who knows? Maniac, who you got at number 4?
All right, so moving on, man. I'm going with the Red Raiders. Lubbock in the house. Okay. So ching ching, and I yell. This is a big, right. They definitely did some work on the trail this off season, getting transfers in. You're talking about, they had a quarterback, Baron Morton. He was injured. He's coming back. He's supposed to be very good. They did pick up 2 transfer portal receivers, Reggie Virgil, Mika Hudson, 4 linemen from the portal, and we know who they signed, right? The biggest, right. One of the biggest NIL deals, right? So I'm not saying that he's gonna play right away. And they did get some defensive players as well from the portal. So, again, when I look at the Big 12, to me, it's arguably the weakest of the Power 4. Right, I think it could be debated with the ACC. I think it's going to be interesting to see how both conferences play. But I think offensively, better, good O-line play goes a long way in any conference and any division, wherever. So I'm going Texas Tech. I think that they're gonna make good on the investment, and I'm going Texas Tech number 4 in the Big 12.
Yeah, man, I'm not mad at Texas Tech here. As my phone dies, I'm sure y'all heard that. I'm not mad at Texas Tech here. Good team. I think I have Texas Tech a little higher for a similar reason that you were talking about. They're spending a lot of money too. In the portal and on the recruiting trail. Shout out to Dexter Green. All prayers for Coach Prime. Great childhood memories. Yo, absolutely, Dexter. And we'll talk about Coach Prime too. Obviously, he's a coach in the Big 12. Just came out and confirmed that he was cancer-free now after having his bladder removed. And I guess they took part of his like small intestines for a new bladder. So definitely prayers up to Coach Prime. Glad that he's okay, and speedy recovery for him for sure. But right here, I'm not going Colorado. All right. And this may shock some people, but I'm going to go with TCU. I think the Horned Frogs are going to be a team to be reckoned with in the Big 12. I don't. What's the quarterback? Josh Hoover, I believe. Yeah. Right. I like him a lot. They didn't have like the season that I thought they would have last year, but I think they bounced back in a major way this year. They had some young players last year. Those guys got older and better. We'll see what happens there. But TCU, number 4 for me. Number 3, Maniac, before you do that, shout out to Rock City, who's been a member for 7 months. You should become a member. In fact, Maniac, we're going to talk about that, but we're going to be doing some member exclusive content here soon. So become a member now or forever hold your peace. All right. Maniac, who you got at number 3?
So number 3, numero 3. And now this team is getting a lot of praise. Many are picking them to win the Big 12, but I'm not. We're going with the Wildcats.
Okay.
We're going from Manhattan, Kansas State. The Kansas State Wildcats, very good quarterback, Avery Johnson, 32 overall scores last season. You know, they got a nice duo running back, Dylan Edwards, Joe Jackson. Top receiver comes back, Jace Brown. Defense returns 5 starters. And they have one of the best linebackers, not only in the Big 12, but in the country, in Austin Romaine. So this is a team, man, that without a doubt, remember, when we talk about the top 5, all this shit is interchangeable. Anyone can win the Big 12 of these 5 teams. But I'm going number 3, Kansas State. I think that they make a run, man, and possibly win the Big 12.
Right. And here is where I'm going to go with Baylor. We've already used them, so I can't like use them again. But I think Baylor is the number 3 team in the Big 12 this year, for a lot of the reasons that Maniac expressed for them being number 5. I just feel like they are. I just feel like they're a notch above, you know, the TCUs and the Arizona State right now. Arizona State lost their best player on offense. So that's why I have them so low at number 5. But I think Baylor returned a lot of players and has gotten better in the portal. So I got Baylor at number 3. Maniac, who's your number 2 team?
So number 2, man, a team that everyone's familiar with, a team that, you know, they always a tough out, man. We're talking about the Cyclones, Iowa State.
Yeah.
The Iowa State Cyclones, man. You know, they coming off a season where they had the most wins ever, right? They return the quarterback, Rocco Beck. You know, they scored over 30 points a game, so this team could score. And, you know, they got 3 running backs, 3 good running backs. In fact, they got a transfer from Army, Kudo. I forgot his name, but they got 3 dogs at running back. And it's gonna excuse me. No, they don't. That's not Iowa State, excuse me. They got 2 transfer receivers, excuse me. That's gonna be for my number 1 team. Excuse me. So, I think Iowa State, man. You know, they kick off the season, right? We got Iowa State, Kansas State, right? 2 teams we have in our top 5. I'm gonna assume that they're either you got Kansas State probably 2 or 1, or you know, so it's gonna be interesting. I think that game is gonna set the tone early for the conference and let us know, man, you know, who might have that upper hand early in the Big 12.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that actually, and I like you know, obviously like Iowa State. I probably should have Iowa State in my top 5. I would probably replace TCU or Arizona State, but I forgot about Iowa State for whatever reason. They're definitely a good team, but I think week 0, right? They play Kansas State. I think Kansas. Yep, I think Kansas State gets that win, which is why I have Kansas State rated a little higher. But right here at number 2, I'm going with BYU. I think BYU, the Mormons over there, even though they let that quarterback go and are refusing to let, he had to walk on somewhere. I forget where he walked on. But BYU, number 2 team. Last year, they had a good season. They had a good season last year. I think they finished near the top of the Big 12 last year. I like what they got going on over there. I just think that they're going to be the number 2 team in the Big 12 this season. And you know who they're going to play in that championship game? There we go. Kansas State. Moving Kansas State up to my number 1 team. Avery Johnson is absolutely him. He's going to be a year older, have that much more experience. I think that Kansas State is primed and ready to win that conference. Maniac, who you got at number 1?
Yeah, so my number 1, before we get, that's a fact that we said it in the opener, Juju, that this might be the worst conference of the Power 4. The ACC might say hold my beer, but I'm going to go with your number 5 team. I'm going to go with Arizona State. And for my reasons is that, again, Sam Leavitt, that dude is a dog, man. The guy, he could throw, he could run. He was putting on a show against Arizona State. I mean, Texas, excuse me, in the playoffs. A game that many felt the referees kind of blew it. We could have saw it possibly against Ohio State. But the same thing, Madman, they they returned 4 starters on the O-line. That is big, right? Especially for a quarterback. They have the 3 running backs. They have an arsenal of running backs. And Arizona State, as you saw with Scatterbo, they like to use their running backs. And now you have possibly a 3-headed monster, man, that only bodes well for you, especially late in games, right? And you don't want to always put the game in the hands of your quarterback. So I think that and don't forget this, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, but 9 returning defensive starters. So on the defensive side, and we said the Big 12 don't play defense, but Arizona State will. And they won the Big 12 in their first season coming from the Pac-12. So that's the reason I'm going Arizona State. I think they win the Big 12, and I think, obviously, they'll get a spot back in the playoffs. And I think this time they do much better than they did last season.
No doubt. So there you have it. Our top 5 Big 12 teams. Maniac going with Arizona State at number 1. He went Iowa State number 2. Kansas State number 3. Texas Tech number 4. And Baylor number 5. I went a different route. I went Kansas State number 1. BYU number 2. Iowa State. I think we both had Iowa State at 3.
Yeah, I have Iowa State at 2.
Okay, so I don't know what I did at 3 and where. Oh, BYU.
BYU, yeah.
No. I had BYU number 2. Anyway, Arizona State was number 5 for me for sure. TCU number 4. I think I might have just had Iowa State at 3.
Texas Tech. I think it was. No?
Either way, they're a bunch of bums, and we're moving on. Shout out to the Big 12, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they
Mays, I think that the Big 12 could surprise some people. I don't think they're built to beat SEC, Big Ten schools. But now with an expanded playoff, right, you could kind of get lost in the shuffle. You might not have to go through a gauntlet. You could find the easy path into a semifinal and perhaps beat a SEC Big Ten school, because they might have to go through a little gauntlet to get to those semifinals. So, it's going to be interesting, man. There's talent in the Big 12, but there's no elite teams, no teams that definitely going to be favored to win a national championship.
Absolutely. I agree 1,000%. Shout out to Blue Wolverine, who's been a member now for 8 months. You should become a member. Shout out to Blue Wolverine, who's also a mod here. Tree Dog, also a mod, and been a member for 3 months. You should become a member. Shout out to Tree. Juju is in the building. Big SEC gap. Everyone else. I agree 1,000%. He's saying it's the SEC and the Big Ten, and then a big gap between the ACC or those two conferences and the other conferences. Let's just say that. Hilo Key gifted 5 Maze Madman memberships. How about that? Shout out to Hilo Key. And if you got a membership from Hilo Key, be sure to thank them in the comment section. Thank you for that, Mr. Low Key. Kenji Davis, who's also a member, you should become a member. Maybe next month I'll become a member. It looks like you are a member. Am I wrong? Maybe you're not a member. I don't know. I'm so confused at this point. Juju knows recruiting. That's a fact. That's a super Snapple top fact. 50% on likes. We can do better. Tell him, Dom. All right, let's get to it, man, because we got to move on. We got other things to talk about, including Big Ten Media Days. You saw it. Coach Jerome Moore was there. He brought Derek Moore. He brought Ernest Hausman. Who else was there? Was that
Max Bredesen?
Max Bredesen. How can I forget Max Bredesen? Max Bredesen was there. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw what we saw, but we're going to talk about it. Maniac, give us your thoughts.
Yeah, man, let's start with the man in charge, man. Sharon Moore, first of all, shout to Coach Moore, man. Handled himself very well. He went up in there and he brought the mantra about, the team, man. We here to bring it this year. He made it clear. I don't know if those were the exact words, but something within, that circle of water. He said, we're going to bring it this year. And, another thing that, I can appreciate it. Me personally, I don't like it, but I can understand. He did mention there will be no flag planting, right? He said, we're done with that. We're just gonna win and keep it moving. So Ohio State fans, the crying could stop. You don't have to cry about it.
Y'all can rest easy.
Y'all can rest easy. But listen, Maze, Sharon Moore's on the mission this year. He understands that there's a lot of pressure on him. There's a lot. Absolutely, Juju. Absolutely. He knows, and his players love him, man. His players love him. He's a players coach. They wanna perform. We all play sports, man. You had coaches, like they say, you ready to run through a brick wall for them. I think Sharon Moore has the locker room, and they love him. And how I know that? The end of the season, they could have gave up on him, Maze. They could have gave up on him, laid down against Ohio State, got embarrassed, but they did it. And in fact, after that second bye, there was just a switch there. And we saw it against Northwestern, Ohio State, and Alabama. And that starts with the main man, the head coach, man. And it trickles down. It's a trickle-down effect. So, Sharon Moore understands that now in the Big Ten, in Michigan, we 5 losses, that's it. We don't do those no more.
No doubt.
It's natty or bust. So I expect that to happen, man. Before I get to the players, man, I'm going to get your take on Sharon, and then we'll go to the players.
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned it here. He was all business, right? Suited and booted. He looked like he was there to take care of business. Came up, said what he had to say. I too was kind of disappointed, but I understand it with the flag planting thing. we here to play football, and when we beat you, we just gonna act like we've been here before. So, I can appreciate that. Because honestly, last year Michigan planted a flag, but Michigan lost 5 games, right? Like you said, unacceptable. If we could, take the flag planting back and take all of those losses back, we'd do that in a heartbeat, right? So I'm not mad at that. I understand it and I get it. And I believe that, Sharon Moore is on a mission. We know that the university is proposing suspending him games 3 and 4 of this upcoming season. That, we still got that NCAA thing looming, which, at this point, it does look like, it could. I'm not going to call it nothing because it certainly won't be nothing, but it certainly looks like it's not going to be as severe as, a lot of people talked about. Let me just say that. But I think Sharon Moore is ready and on a mission. That's my clear takeaway from it. What do you think about the players?
So, we had, of course, Ernest Hausman, Derek Moore, Max Bredesen. You're talking about players who are they're the epitome of Michigan players, man. These guys come in, they put in hard work, and Sharon Moore understands that these are the guys that are standing out to me, man. These are the leaders of this team, and that's important. And that's something we questioned last year, Maze, right? We said, who's the guy? Is it Donovan? Is he really that? He's more of a soft-spoken guy, right? I know he's respected in the locker room, but sometimes you need that get-in-your-face kind of player, in a respectful way, right? I don't know if we had that last season. Max Bredesen, Hausman, Derek Moore, these guys look like they will get in your face, right? Because they understand the importance of winning, especially at Michigan. But, man, they're ready, man. Ernest Hausman, man, another very well-spoken brother. He's ready to have a huge season at middle linebacker. I've said it. I mean, Maze, we had a debate with a certain OSU fan about Hausman perhaps with the ability to be the number 1 middle linebacker in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Right? And that's just a fact. It's not speaking as a Michigan fan. Hausman does have that ability to be the number 1. Is he? We don't know. Is he? Maybe not. But he will be a top 3 middle linebacker in the Big Ten. Then Derek Moore. I mean, this is a player that I've seen. He rubbed a lot of Buckeye fans in the wrong way. Because again, just to show you how sensitive this fan base is, that their fan base, not ours, that Derek Moore said their championship is not legitimate because they didn't beat Michigan. It's just player talk. We understand you guys won the ultimate prize. No one is sitting here saying that the natty don't matter. But what us Michigan fans do regarding that is like, well, I believe Kinetic said it, all championships ain't created equal. Michigan was 15-0. You went 14-2, and you lost to your rival. So Derek Moore can talk his shit. He's never lost to Ohio State. Right. So, and yeah, he's never had a big game against them, Mace. But what Ohio State player has had a big game against Michigan, really, besides CJ Stroud throwing for almost 400 yards in both games. So just let him talk. All right, you know what? We won the natty. No, they gotta cry. Well, who is he? And I'm not gonna get into it, but again, Max Bredesen. He's the heart and soul of the offense, man. And people will say, "Wait a minute, what do you mean?" Yes, he is. He's the tone setter. He's the janitor, bro. He do all the dirty work, and he's gonna get overlooked, right? But he's in there punching dudes in the mouth, and he's in there getting dirty, man. He's the reason why the success we had running the ball when we did last season, he was a huge part of that. So these brothers, all 3 of them, man, shout to them. They ready going into their final season as Michigan players. And without a doubt, man, they want to leave with some hardware.
No doubt. We are joined here by Dub Q. I'm sorry, not Dub. Yeah, I'm sorry, it is Dub Q.
Yo,
My
West
guy,
Queen.
your guy, West Quad.
What
Also,
up, though?
Juju has joined the chat. Real quick, Dub, I love how you dodged my question yesterday in the chat when I was like, yo, we got to get you up for the Throwback Thursday.
I didn't dodge the question. I didn't see the question.
Me,
I'll be there.
Throwback Thursday. You got to be a guest on the next episode 2. Throwback Thursday.
Okay, for sure.
This week we got Chris Howard. You familiar with Chris Howard?
I am familiar with Chris Howard.
It better be.
Right.
That's my guy.
I mean, I spent a little time with Chris. That was like he was the year before, so I didn't really know him like that. But I did spend a little time with him, like off campus. He was cool.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Taves the King, man. 7 months, a member of the channel. You should be a member. Mar Mizzle making big moves. That's a fact. Shout out to Mar too, who's meeting with the NAACP today. So shout out to him, man.
Mar Mizzle.
I just want to talk one quick shout out to my boy Matt, my boy Bryson, the junkyard dog. You need a glue guy. You need somebody. You need a Dennis Rodman type to do all the dirty work.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to him, bro. I was so happy to hear that he was coming back. You need guys like that. Like, it's more important than he definitely does all the stuff that doesn't show up on paper. So
right,
facts. 100% agree.
Yeah, no doubt. Juju, what's good, man?
What's the word, y'all?
What's the word? What'd you think about what was your takeaway from Big Ten Media Day? Days. Yeah.
I mean, I loved what D Moore said. Like, I ain't got no problem with what anyone says, cocky or not. You feel me? All I ask is you to stand on it. Don't say it and then back away from it. That's all I ask anyone. If you're gonna say something, stand on it, and that's for anything. So I love what D Moore said. It was great what Ernest said. You know, going all the way back to where he's from.
Right.
It was a very touching story and everything. So that was dope. But as far as like Sharon Moore, like I said, he does. I would say that he does seem dialed in.
Yeah.
Like, I do agree with that. But I caution everyone when it comes to the off season, especially this fall camp. Take everything with a grain of salt. Like I said, there's 2 people on the team that I'll trust when they say something. It's Samaj Morgan and it's Wink Martindale. Okay. Everyone else is media trained. So
we did get burned. We did get burned last year. Me and Maniac jumped out the window head first. A season ago.
We just recovering from my injury.
Right. Because they sold us a dream last year, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying. Dub Q, what's your thoughts? Did you see any of the Big Ten Media Days? What'd you take away from it?
I've only seen like small clips, so I can't elaborate too much. But I will say this. I appreciate the lineup.
Yes.
Like, the people that they brought, like, were all like, it made sense. Like, it made sense that they brought like all, like, you got Hausman, you got Bredesen. Who else was there? Moore?
Derek Moore. Yeah.
Moore. Yeah. So I like, it's all seniors and it's all business. It's like we don't. I mean, you gotta leave Bryce at home, bro. Like, I know that
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You would love next year. You would love to see him make his way up there, perhaps,
right?
Or maybe the year after. But definitely, it was senior laden, and I appreciate that. It's like all business,
right? Yeah, no, I agree with that 1,000%. And leaders really on the team, man. Max Bredesen, I think Maniac brought that up. Absolutely lifeblood of the offense, honestly, and then a guy like Ernest Hausman, who is him and is a guy that can be the best linebacker in the Big Ten this year. I'm not saying he is. I am saying that he is one of those guys, and certainly can be by the time the season is over. And then Derek Moore, that speaks for itself. Me and Juju last year. Juju, I've heard him talk about it, and I know last year I was talking about the same thing, is how much he won. It just so happened that another guy got to the quarterback before he did, right? Or else, his stats would look completely different. But he was definitely winning a lot of one-on-one matchups last year.
I do agree. And a lot of people are gonna say Mateo out there at Oregon, but I'm gonna stand on Derek Moore being the best edge rusher in the Big Ten and the top 10 edge rusher in the country. I mean, I don't just watch Michigan, I watch everyone. So I strongly believe that.
No doubt, man. Shout out to Detroit Wolverine, who just became a member. You should too. Shout out to him though. But yeah, all right, gentlemen, let's talk some ball, man. We all here. We got some time, right? We've only been on for 40 minutes. Let's talk a little ball. Juju, let's start with you. All right. Yesterday, I almost got up on Johnny's live yesterday, but I was too busy handling business in the chat. Shout out to that. But shout out G Boulder in the building. They not like us. That's a fact. Speaking of they not like us, Juju, and people standing on their word. Nah, I'm messing with you. But what did you think about? So you think that a guy like Kenyatta Jackson, and now I'm talking about Ohio State for a second. I'm sorry. Is not, or has not gotten the credit that he deserves?
You see, this is I think a lot of people need to casual fans need to open their eyes. I said this on Johnny's show too. People need especially our fan base. I'm not calling any names, but a lot of them they just watch Michigan and they don't watch anyone else.
Yeah,
you have to watch other teams and have to understand that our scheme makes lesser talented kids look really good. Mike Morris, you got McGregor, you got Jalen Harrell, just lesser talented kids, good players, but not as talented. But I'm saying this because it led into TJ Guy and a guy like Kenyatta Jackson, who we had a conversation and I caught some backlash for saying yes, TJ Guy has more production because we rotate more. You asked me in a room with Kenyatta Jackson or TJ Guy, I'm taking Kenyatta Jackson. He's more talented, and with our scheme fit, he's gonna put up more numbers. And he produced down the stretch of that year. I mean, you look at that Texas game, he played very well. So I don't have anything wrong with anyone saying Kenyatta Jackson is gonna be good. I think he's gonna be really good. I disagree with Bo Egerson. I disagree with him.
Yeah,
but Kenyatta Jackson, I think he's gonna have a good year.
No doubt. We're just joined by the Dom Father himself. How you doing,
Dom? How you doing, Joe?
We're doing good, man. Doing good. Did you see any of the Big Ten media days?
I seen some of it in the Michigan parts. I didn't get to see the Ohio State ones yet, but very impressed with Coach Moore had to say.
Yeah,
and I see him very locked in, as opposed to the scatter he was going through last year. And the Ohio State fans, it's just take your medicine like big boys, because you're going to lose this year. I want to see a shutout. That's just mentally all year. I want a shutout on November 29th. But it is nonstop. If it's not adjusting the playoffs to get them in the playoffs, if it's not them crying hammer, the hammer's dead, let's resurface the hammer. I mean, the NCAA and Ohio State fans, they're about as bad with this hammer story as what you get in the local media regarding Brian Epstein and the scandal he went through. Every time it comes up in the media, then it's squashed, and it comes up and it's squashed, and it's the same thing going on and on and on and on and on. And I don't think anything's going to happen. It comes down to money. and they didn't throw all that money. I know they don't put. I know they didn't throw all that money for Michigan not to make the playoffs, and you have the television contracts and everything else. We could be here all day. I'm just like up to here with Ohio State, and you guys, the Maniac. My compliments, sir. I didn't get to join yesterday, but I watched. And
don't encourage them.
That was a 5-star, a 5-course meal that you cooked up yesterday on Johnny's show. It was fabulous, but it's I'm sorry, I'm just rambling a bit, but I've had it with the Ohio State Mumbo, and it's like go look at the history of the rivalry, and there's dominance on one side and the other side, and it shifts periodically throughout the history. Yeah. And it's their turn now, so they could take their medicine. And again, Wink's here. A lot of players are back.
Yes, sir.
We held that offense to 10 points last year. Mm-hmm. 10 points. I want to shut them out this year. And we had the 99th overall offense last year. 99th.
No, Dom, that's putting it nice. We were like 130, actually.
Yeah.
Work.
But
I think only the service service university or the service teams were worse.
And to add on that, I want to put this in perspective for everyone, and I want to give Wink his flowers again.
Yeah.
With having 130th offense, for one, we did finish it with a top 10 defense, was unheard of. But even more so, the last 4 games of the season, we were number 1 in total defense, number 1 in total scoring defense as well.
Talk about it.
So put some respect on Wink's name.
Talk about it. Yeah.
Man. And something just to touch on real quick regarding the rivalry. We've been hearing lately, right? The rivalry has gotten toxic, right? I think we can all agree with that. Mm-hmm. But look at the common denominator why this rivalry has been toxic. When Michigan lost 16 out of 17, there was social media still. There was Twitter. There was Facebook. Yeah, there was banter back and forth, but it was never this toxic. Once Ohio State started losing, man, oh man, here we go. Oh, you guys, no, you don't know how to lose. You don't. They don't know how to accept that. And then what really turned it left was the whole kind of stallions. Because that's why they beat us. You cheaters. And they not. Majority of that fan base, when they go to their grave, it's going to be Michigan cheated. They don't care. Like you said, Dom, this game means more to them than anything. They'll rather sell their grandmother. They don't care to beat Michigan. This is how bad it is for this team. No, it is. It's bad. Like yesterday, I'm going in. I could have civil conversations. That's not a problem. I just don't like Ohio State, and I'm going to disrespect them. And anybody who don't like it, Michigan fan, Ohio State fan, could kick rocks. It's that simple. Because I'm not going to change who I am for nobody. So that's what it is. They can't accept losing, and now it's gotten to where it's gotten, and now it's us. We're the problem. Okay, OSU fans, whatever. So if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. But they really gonna feel bad when 5 in a row comes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's go time. It's go time, basically. I mean, the recruiting's done for the summer outside of August 19th and possibly August 2nd, but it's time. Camp is here. I'm locked in. I'm ready to roll.
That's where I wanted to ask you, Mom. I wanted to get your opinion on a couple things. Deuce Gerald's in or out?
I think he's Oregon. I mean, I think we got 6 defensive linemen. That's not the one that that's not the one that I thought we were gonna get anyway.
Davon.
That one I'm more confident about.
Okay.
Right now, I would lean Oregon. I really would, but it's fucking close, bro.
Yeah.
This shit is close. He's been a lifelong fan, so I mean, it's gonna be hard I always said, like, if Oregon matches or comes close, he's been a lifelong Duck fan, so it would be hard to get him. But it would be in the same pool. But I'm not putting
insane that lifelong Duck fans exist outside of the state of Oregon.
So we safe, Juju. We safe with Hyder. It's still looking good, or it's gonna be at the buzzer. We gonna find out who gonna get him.
Man, we've been looking good for Hyder for a very long time, so I'm very confident in that.
I don't need no Calvin Russell shenanigans.
This kid is like,
hey,
yeah, that one still stings, but like, I'm just want to put it in perspective for people who don't really follow recruiting like that.
Yeah,
South Florida kids always do this.
Yeah,
they do this shit all the time. This kid is a Virginia kid. We have a pipeline that in that state for one. For two, he's a quiet kid that goes well for us, and he really does. And he's just very humble. He just seems like a Michigan dude. Like just I think we're good. I think we're good.
No doubt. If Granny gotta go, she gotta go. No doubt.
Yo, it's after you.
Yeah. All right, man. Look, we pick up practice this week, right?
Yep.
Start practice this week.
I mean, intel should come out like next week.
Well, again, like you said, Ju, we gotta be careful about where we get our intel.
I'm only listening to two people.
Things can get real Shabba ranks.
Yeah. So you telling me I shouldn't listen to James Yoder?
No. James Yoder. And mind you, that's the guy. Zach, Cocaine Zach loves him. All like Yoder, of everybody. He hates Sam Webb. They all hate Sam Webb. I don't know why, but I
ain't got no beef with nobody, man.
Yeah, we know. Listen, we're gonna see against New Mexico. We can hear Bryce is the second coming. So be it. We know Bryce is gonna be him eventually. How quick is he gonna get there? Is the question we all have, right? How quick is that O-line gonna gel? Is the question we all have, right? So how quick they're going to learn Chip Lindsley's playbook? It's a question we all have, right? I don't think we have questions on the defensive side because there's really none. No. Everything is on the offense. The talent is there. Yes, we do not have any elite receivers. That's including McCulley. But McCulley could be an elite receiver in the Big Ten this season, and he could give any defense problems as long as we scheme him up, right? Make sure we get them on one-to-ones, and everybody else got to eat. We need Samaj to eat. We need our tight ends to eat. And, of course, of that running game, we got a consistent running game with that 1-2 punch, right? Where Hayes and Marshall, forget about it. Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think this – I like caution myself, like I said, because the offense – because of just, like, how – but how do I put this? I am excited, though, because I know what Chip Lindsey can do.
Yeah. And
last year, we had a lot of new. This year, we have a lot of veterans in that room. So, as camp intel comes out, even I'm going to have to brace myself because I've seen what these guys can do. Last year, Kirk Campbell, Old Dominion was he was his only rep, and it's not enough for me. Wink was just coming back, so we didn't know.
Right.
First year offensive line coach, like Shermore did an unbelievable job buttoning everything up. So I'm excited. And to touch on Maniac's point, I do think Donovan McCulley, I think he's gonna have an 800 to 850 yard season this year.
That would be great. That would be
And New Mexico, for the love of God, like we're gonna beat the shit out of them, but you can run basic shit. Take the training wheels off of Bryce. You have to let him go. Let him be him.
I don't know about that though, Juju. I mean, do you really want to give Oklahoma film on Bryce when it's going to be his first game? I would keep it kind of simple, not to give them any plays to work off of in their film study.
No, of course. That's why I led with we're going to beat the shit out of them. You can run your base offense against New Mexico, and you're going to take your shots. You have to let him get his feet wet. You have to.
Got it.
Yeah.
You got Norman week 2, bro, and that's the best defense he's going to face. Defensive mind that is too. He's going to face all year.
Yeah. No, I agree with that, Drew. Because you're right. I get it too, Dom. You're right. They not gonna show much, but we gotta let him throw that ball. Yeah. We have to, because people just think, I don't think we just gonna go into Norman and run it down their throat. And if we do that winning, then that O-line is gonna be elite. Probably the best. If we could. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think we will have success running. I don't know how consistent for a whole game. If we're going to beat Oklahoma, Bryce will have to make some throws in order to win that game. Doubt. It is what it is.
And the defense is going to have to get at least
active. Yeah.
They're going to have to
we're going to have to get active on them. You know what I'm saying? What up, though?
This is the first time we heard you, Mama. We couldn't hear you before.
Hey, I wasn't talking. I had it on mute.
I was saying, okay, good. Y'all was rounding towards the camera, so.
Hey, yeah. You know, we was vibing. We was having a vibe. What up, though? I love y'all guys, man. What up, though? You know what I'm saying? Go Blue. What up, Juju? What up, West Squad? What up, Maniac? What up, Tom? What up, 3M? You know what I'm saying? It's, hey, 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks. They about to see. Come on now.
Hey, Mom.
Let's go.
Hey, Ma, I just want to say, bro, you look happy, you look healthy, bro. I'm happy for you.
Appreciate it, man. I am proud. Hey, so I tackled some things today, man, and it's a big relief. Man, let's go.
You go, hey, bro, Paul, you glowing, bro. Like, bro, God is good, bro.
Hey, so is son, father. You know, he said, Jesus said you got to go through the Father. You want to come through me to get to my Father. So yeah, let's get it. Hey, chat. What's going to happen on August 30th in Columbus? I just want to know. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling them. You know what I'm saying? I keep telling them. They got a quarterback that they don't believe in. Oh, do that mirror the same thing Michigan went through? Oh, yes, it do. And this the difference. NIL. Y'all didn't spend no money this time. Oh, August 30th at 3:30, our whole podcast crew going to be tearing y'all asses up.
That game at 3:30?
Nah, it's at 12, but at 3:30. You remember on November 29th at 3:30 after we got the.
We're gonna do a watch party for that game.
And then after that, after the beating we gave them on the field, we stumped them out again. Oh man,
we're gonna do a watch party for that game. If it's going the wrong way, though, we cutting it off.
Hey, Maze, we're not doing a watch party for the. Hey, Maze, we can't do a watch party. Remember the last time? Come on, man.
Man, I'm interested. I'm really interested in like I know we're biggest rivals. And a lot of people be like, oh, "Why are you talking about this on each shows?" Or you're talking about us. Let's cut the shit, bro. Like it's the biggest rivalry in all of sports. Like we're gonna talk about each other. The most hated rivalry. Like we need it both ways. It goes both ways. Are you talking about us? You talk no shit. I mean, like we're rivals, but like we hate each other. But the respect within the game is there. Like that's why we speak on each other, because most recent history we both been good, and we're both gonna be good this season too again. So I mean, but to tackle that, I'm not sold on Julian saying. Obviously, we haven't seen him, but one thing I am for certain, what that does scare me, is if they learn how to use Max Clare, their tight end, that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, I mean, he could definitely be an asset. The thing that we have going for us though is that they haven't used, that position, effectively, at least against us anyway, in a long time. But going out and getting a guy like Max Clare may, preempt you to, look into utilizing them.
Like, bro, I'm not scared of no Brandon Ennis or Cardinal Tate. It's Jeremiah Smith and Max Clare.
Right.
Now we see where all Marmar's money goes.
Exactly, right. How y'all doing?
Yeah,
beautiful.
Hey, bro. On a side note,
hey, these my little Call of Duty partners right here. They be playing Call of Duty for Marmar.
Hey, listen, did y'all know that the Bedlam series is 91-20? That's not crazy. Even a rivalry, bro. Like,
who's winning? Who's winning?
It's Oklahoma winning, bro. I can imagine being part of a series like that.
Like, it's like Michigan State, Michigan, bro. It's not
bro, like we not even that bad though, bro. Like State can still talk to us. They shouldn't even speak Oklahoma's name.
70-30, bro.
Poor little bro, now.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, they shouldn't. They should
y'all
talk in
doing?
lowercase, Juju, but they can still talk. 91-20. You shouldn't even. You can't even talk, bro. You just text me.
He said, just text me.
Jesus. Like I just saw that
did not know
series
it was that
last
bad.
night,
I didn't
and it
know
was like,
that bad.
bro.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that bad either. That's not a rivalry, bro. That's
Yeah. I'm
Like
not
they
gonna
won
lie.
the last
Can't
game,
talk.
but still,
What?
that's
Oklahoma State,
awful.
Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
91-20. And I think they got some
Yo, what
ties
up?
in there.
But
That's
and
the
you know
schedule.
what? This is another thing for
Yeah.
anyone who ever questioned the rivalry, the Michigan rivalry, comparing it to the Alabama Auburn, bro. In the 90s, no one
What's
cared
up?
about that rivalry.
That's
No one
good.
cared about Auburn, Alabama. Never.
Hit me up on X with your Call of Duty handles. Will do, Blue Wolverine. Will do.
Man, I gotta
You
get
know, I
straight
have a calculator app
Yeah.
on my iPhone,
Yeah.
and I punched in 2066 because it's been
Oh, God.
2066 days since, and then I divided it by 365.
Okay.
You know, it's been 5.66 years since Ohio State has beaten Michigan, and we are only 124 days away from November 29th. And Maniac, I
Yeah.
told you pressure
Gotta go
last
next year.
year on them people. I told you it's going to be worse this year. It is going to
Yeah.
be worse.
You called it, Dom. I'll be honest. I wasn't as confident as you were, and you called it. I got to give you your flowers.
We're all
You-
human. They're going to be sweating up in the
You
Ann Arbor.
text me. You was
Let's just
texting me.
choke
You was
'em
like
out.
the pressure, and you called it. You called it weeks before. So you listen.
Anyway,
So-
that's my greatest claim to fame.
Hey, by the way, guys, I'll be in enemy territory. Real quick, commercial, real quick. By the way, hit the like button, share this with your friends and family on social media, and the like, and
Yes, sir.
also subscribe if you haven't already. I will be in enemy territory tomorrow night. I need all of y'all to pull up to the Buckeye Boys tomorrow night. It's going down. Everybody, I know Maniac is not gonna pull up.
What's the
But
name of
just
that
hit me. I
podcast?
Pull
might.
up.
I'll be looking. I'll be
Let's do it. Yeah,
across the street holding the thing. I'm gonna
Right,
be across
right.
the street.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
nah.
it's just my generation, but when you get your butt beat by somebody, you don't talk crap. And they've been getting their butt beat for 4 years now, and they're still talking like they're gonna,
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Not only that, but have they been getting beat down the last 4 years, but they also are behind in the head-to-head overall. They were so far behind in the head-to-head overall before the year 2000 that they won like 20 straight years and still are double digits behind. But shout out to the fan base. Not really, but we got to say nice things.
And we got a hand up with Lil Mar. What's up?
Oh, go ahead, Mar Jr.
This year's we're not putting up any points against Michigan. We're beating them down.
That's
Yeah.
another
That's what we
show.
love to hear. You've been raised right, sir.
We lost all those players. They're going to be the same, but they're going to be even worse than we were.
Big
Talk
step.
it.
Okay, I
Talk
see.
your
Talk
talk,
heavy,
little
Royce.
one.
Talk heavy, Royce.
There you
Big
go.
step, bro.
It's my little guy.
Oh no, this ain't Royce. My bad, man. That's my bad. Miles,
Damn.
man. My bad.
A whole monologue
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
up now.
I know. Nah. Talk heavy, Miles.
Royce
Yeah,
wants
Yeah,
to
man.
talk.
But
Go ahead. Get the phone to Royce. He can talk.
Oh, Blue.
Go Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marmar raising these children right. One of my kids, you know what? I'm not going to throw him under the bus like that.
No.
No, you said it now.
One of them might be a fan of that vile, disgusting.
No. How did that even,
Ooh.
bro? Yo, M3,
Right.
Phil. There's no
Listen.
way this shit is.
Listen, I'm outnumbered, bro. I'm outnumbered in my family like 1,000
I
to
am.
1.
Hey, I am too. So,
It's 1,000 to 1. They all like that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus.
so
man.
you like me? So like every, like all my family's OSU, like,
right?
and they from Indiana and Ohio. So like,
Right.
so like you like me. So I go over there all the time and link up for the game, and I'm the only one in there.
Yeah,
It's just me. I'm
just
deep.
me.
that's
me.
your twin.
Who,
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
One of my oh, you talking about Juju?
Oh, he's mute.
Oh,
You
no,
on
wait.
mute?
Yeah, I'm here. Hold on, my daughters.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah.
Why,
No,
mommy,
so
go.
one of my twins is a Michigan fan. And then
God
the other
bless.
one is on the dark side.
So we know who the favorite is. Got it.
Exactly. 1000%. Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Hey, listen, I feel a little disrespected. I got a cousin. She got 2 cousins that played at U of M, and she decided to be a Buckeye fan.
No.
What?
That shit is
So it's like, yo, you really kind of saying F me, right?
Yeah,
Like,
she don't
Listen.
like y'all at all, bro.
If
Kick
any,
them out.
listen to
Hey,
this one. Look,
Yo.
any of my kids say they Ohio State fan, I'm calling ice on them.
Shout out to Jennifer.
Hey, nah,
First time Jennifer's
yo,
been
ice
here.
is crazy.
Real.
Hey, yo, you are wildin', bro.
Real.
He said,
Hey,
come get him out
minute.
my house. Come get him.
Hey, Phil, bro.
Yo.
If it happened to me, my son getting a job early. You paying rent.
He
Paying rent.
said, I'm calling ice, bro. That's
Ice is
diabolical, bro.
That shit I do too.
They gotta go.
That's real.
Diabolical, man. Hey, listen. Unfortunately, today we have a bunch in the way of news, right? Or prepare even. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. We ain't really prepared that great. We had our top 5 though. Shout out to that. But like I said, if you look at the post I put up earlier, we got the week laid out for you. Today, the Eminem Monday show, obviously tomorrow, man, enemy territory over there on the Buckeye Boys. Hold on, Toast. Get that Eminem. Oh, I was gonna say, all right, cool. All right. I thought he had Michigan. I was gonna say, come on, Toast. Shout out to my guy Toast, though, man. Tomorrow I'm in enemy territory. Wednesday, though, live Bluetooth call-in show for everybody. We're gonna be back here Wednesday. Make sure you're there. And then Thursday, Chris Howard, national championship running back, the starting running back on that national championship team in 1997, will be right here with us.
That's big time.
Myself, Maniac, Kinetic, gonna be talking to Michigan royalty, honestly.
It's a legend.
Right here.
Chris Howard's a legend.
No doubt.
We
Big breakdown Friday on week 0 production with Maze. Yes, I will be there. I've been meaning to pull up, man. You
What's
gotta
good,
text
Ryan?
me, bro. Text me, Ryan. Because I be forgetting, man. I sound like old girl from Friday now. You gotta be reminding me.
Nah.
But shout out to that. I'll be over there Friday for sure. There we go. I'm gonna put that on my post. I'm gonna repost it with that on Friday.
Damn, Mace, hold on. So tomorrow, hey. so tomorrow, Buckeye Boys.
Yeah, I feel him.
Then Thursday, Chris Howard, and then Friday, you doing week 0.
Week 0. Be over there. Come over there. Y'all come over to week
You
0
gonna be
too. We're doing the Big Ten. And don't forget Wednesday. There was something on Wednesday.
Call-in show, right?
Call-in show. Bluetooth call-in show on Wednesday. So be there on Wednesday.
What time tomorrow, guys? Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Man, fuck, my work night shit. This shit fucking me up.
Yeah, my bad, man. Y'all got to pull up though, because I know they're gonna try to put me in a headlock over there.
Mace, put up that Dexter Green, his last comment. There you go. There you see how it's peaceful when these bozos are not around.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
But
shout out
anyway.
to y'all for even going through that Big 12 foolishness because, listen, hey, you talk about a bunch of also-rans.
Listen.
You get
we
one
tried.
spot.
At least we gave you something.
I got you.
they
B-Dub.
get one
I'm gonna do
spot,
it tomorrow. I'm gonna do it tomorrow live on the show. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, you're right, man. It was a struggle, preparing for that, to give, because at first we were gonna do the whole conference.
Oh, no. See, that would have been too much time.
Maniac saved us last minute and was like, yo, look, I got 5, bro. And so
Yo.
it was like, all right, yeah, let's do 5.
Yeah, I'm not doing I'm not
on
doing
there.
all 16. Bro, you would have
5
had
on there.
800 people unsubscribed.
You like the Loonies? You only got 5 on it. You only got 5 on it.
I got
Man,
Shout out my guy E.
Yeah.
He said midnight's killing me, man.
Nah, bro, this shit crazy. 7 to 7 is crazy schedule, bro.
Nah, that is crazy. That's crazy work right there.
Gentlemen, I'm going to check out. Thanks for having me up.
Dom, as always, man, it's a pleasure. We
The
appreciate
surprise
you,
team. The
Yes,
surprise
sir, man.
team in the Big 12,
Yeah.
West Virginia Mountaineers.
Look at you, man.
No, Dom. No. Ain't old
Look,
boy
man.
back over there?
You know what, bro?
He is.
You know what?
I
I'm
could
all
never.
for, bro. Shout out to the human encyclopedia, bro.
Yeah. Shout out to Dom, man. But Rich Rod back over there, bro. It's no way I can say that anything good about them, unfortunately.
Bro, Rich Rod is like the epitome of like having talent and not being able to fucking fit.
Now, look, I do got to be honest. Rich Rod was kind of handcuffed when he got here. Of course, Lloyd Carr tried to make sure he wasn't successful here, along with some other people.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy.
Yeah. But he still, come on, bro. It's Michigan. You can't have that kind of record at Michigan.
That's a conversation for another day, man.
I mean, you can't. Part of the problem.
He tried to blackball his own program. That's some dirty scumbag shit.
Yeah,
Hey, hands up. I can't say nothing bad about my coach, but you're not lying.
Yeah. And his grandson went to Notre Dame, bro.
Yeah,
it's a pin.
Lloyd on this much ice with us, man.
We ain't going in a minute, but we got a lot of rats. We got a lot of former players, coaches that are rats in our communities.
Yeah, we do. Put up Sly Hilliard's last comment. We got something in store for you, champ.
Oh, bro, it's gonna be massive. Sly, keep it locked. You saw my guy pull up on us last week. My guy Marcus from House Divided. We got something real big planned for you Saturday.
Welcome, Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus is good, man. He knows his football too.
Shout out
to Les. What up, champ?
Shout out to Les. What up, though? Plus the Adidas. Yo, yeah, we were in Adidas, bro.
What's hideous? Hideous.
My Adidas.
Don't ever 3-strike me again, bro. I'm good.
Facts.
Adidas. Fuck that, bro. We already know the deal, bro. Checks over stripes.
Right.
Stop it. You know what? Give us Adidas. No,
nah, he look.
Hey, Maze.
Yo.
I know you ready for the album. The boy.
I'm not. No, listen. I will say this because I think people think I hate Drake, and I don't. Right.
I know you. This is
yeah. I don't hate Drake. The song was cute actually. What did I miss? It's cute and all of that.
Hey, bro, this I think this all just I think this is obviously his most anticipated album. Yeah, I mean, and he's doing a lot. He's actually linking in live streaming, so I think the music industry is going to start shifting towards the streaming to roll out albums. I think it's a genius move.
Yeah. No doubt. They should honestly.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
That's a fact, G.
I don't know if I would put it that way, considering he was married.
Exactly. You have to say it like that.
Pull up that Brano. Brano knows ball. Brano knows ball.
Oh, shit.
No, not that one. The other one.
This
one? The other one.
Oh, hold on. Hey,
Brano knows ball.
You're
absolutely.
Hey, look, you can't put out a diss track that is all lies, bro, and win a beat, bro.
Hey.
Bro,
hey, man,
we are not.
Tell me this.
No.
I just want to ask you one thing. Real quick. Tell me, Meet the Grams wasn't the worst diss track you've ever heard in your life.
It was different.
No, don't do that. Look, I'll acknowledge this.
Well, first of all, let's be honest. That Meek Mill response, that first one, was the worst diss record I ever heard in my life.
I don't disagree. I'll even say this.
All right.
It's especially for the beef. I'll even say that. Cool, you could take Kendrick, right? But like, I'm still riding on that. Meet the Grams is like the worst diss track I've ever heard in my entire life, bro.
I think it was supposed to be. Listen, I can't defend. I'm not going to defend Meet the Grams.
Phil, tell me in
Family Matters was better than Meet the Grams.
Okay, and tell me in what beef. You can recycle this through all the rap history. Tell me in what beef are we pre-recording shit, putting it out, not responding to the song, rebuttaling shit? He didn't do that at all.
Well, no. I agree with that. However, I think that was the smart thing to do, especially against Drake. Drake specifically.
No, the label did their job. They did their job.
Who we know like has like back to back and stuff like that. Like if he has time, you get one of these back to back things. So you put the pressure on him. Obviously, that time that was spent not responding was spent recording these records. And then you be ready when he drops.
The thing I'm gonna give UMG credit for, the only thing is putting out Beat the Grams right after Family Matters to all of that to try to distract people, and then dropping the next day as well. I mean, it was very, very strategic, but yeah, UMG is gonna get taken down, so we ain't worried about it.
That's
Look,
crazy. Go ahead,
when y'all talk about hip hop, hands down, no debating. Vanilla Ice, ain't nobody touching my son.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, yo, Maniac. All right, stop.
Hey, Maniac, your age is showing a little bit now.
Nah, listen. No, real talk though. Nah, look.
Listen.
No, yo, Phil. No, don't ever do
that. Listen. No, we want to talk. Listen, my generation. Look, man, I get it. Y'all do the Kendrick Lamar, Drake stuff, man. I come, I'm an 80s baby, 90s. You talking about locks. You talking about we talking about the cream of the crop. I get hip hop evolves and respect. I'm just not a fan. They talented. Don't get me wrong. I will never shit on music that I love that raised me, man. So, but it's just not my cup of tea right now. I won't listen. We were amazed. We were talking about this in Ann Arbor in the Airbnb. You know about who know his hip hop shit. TJ, don't sleep on my man.
TJ said who he say was the GOAT.
Nah,
Big L. He said Big L was the GOAT. Come on, man.
But he's not the GOAT, but Big L. If it's just that his sample size is small. His catalog is small.
No. Big L was ahead of his time for sure.
Way ahead of his time.
He's not the GOAT though.
No, he's not.
He can't. Hold on. Let's just look. I want to go to Maniac's point about that. Like I don't disagree because within my generation, like it's like when Drake goes, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I understand what you're holding onto, and everyone should. I mean, emotionally, music touches people different ways. So,
facts, and that's the thing. Like you come, as you know, I live in New York City. New York City is always about bars, gritty, wittiness, punchlines.
Hey, y'all claim the
So this is where
Chuck D.
What happened?
Shout out to
Chuck D.
man.
Oh, Chuck D. Hold on.
Nice.
Okay, Dom. The one city that had spitters they were very similar to NYC, but they were just more aggressive. It's Philly, the Philly rappers. Remember the DVD era? And battling, I stretch you out, hit you, on through your heart out in front of your mother. Your father owed me $30. I cracked.
Yo, Phil, I got a real question for you now. When
Look
Drake,
at that. Mike Legend. I'm sorry, Juju. Go ahead.
Just a quick question. Whenever this is like I ask all people this throughout hip hop rap because it's been carried by one person for the last I don't know how long. When Drake goes, who's carrying the industry?
Yeah, I don't know if it is.
That's genuine. It's not nothing. Me being a Drake fan, like I'm genuinely like I don't know who's gonna carry it.
Yeah. I don't know like who it is right now. It's nobody right now that I can point to and say that's
like my man. I went to high school with my man Jay Mills. That was my guy. We went to high school. He was down with Young Money.
Yeah.
I got him.
Jay Mills battled
Murder Mook.
He got a name Sita. Everybody skeets her. All you gotta do is give a cat fare and some pizza.
Yeah. That's definitely. You know what's funny? I watched that. Yo, bro, Mills was spazzing on them.
He was.
Bro, you can tell within the flow, bro. That's so old school. You can just tell.
Yeah. Nah, but it was the way. And my man, you saw my man, my BX brother, rest in peace, Party Artie, when he battled Mook. When he was in diapers, I was in diapers. Rhyming with life.
That's crazy. Yo, what about you know Fred the God?
You muted.
You muted. You muted.
My man, my man just came home. Hey, my man just came home. He just did 12 years in Fed time. Him and Fred was peoples. In fact, Fred mentioned him in the bar. He said, my man Hov spent 60 for a lawyer. He still got 12.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So
R.I.P. Fred.
I met him. I met Fred the Godson, but I didn't know him personally. No.
Yeah.
Cool dude though. He was cool, humble.
Hey, Maniac. Y'all play him at 6'9"?
Hell, who the fuck 6'9"? He part of the fucking Sesame Street gang.
Anyway, man, we got to get out of here before we offend some more people. On the way out though, West Quad has agreed to be in episode 2 of Throwback Thursday.
If I'm not working, I'll be here.
All right, no
you
doubt.
Working, yo. You getting too much money, bro. Just chill. Don't worry, bro. Right. You good
for sure.
No
but
doubt.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna try and be here, bro. I can't give you a hundred.
Of course.
If I can make it, I'll be there.
Yo, I'll lock in with you later.
If he don't, he owe us 100 push-ups.
No doubt.
I like
that.
I
can give you that. I can give you that.
Okay. Juju, I know you do. I know.
Hey, Ju, did you get your old Twitter back?
You know, I pulled some strings.
I saw that. I was like, wait a minute, ain't this the joint? Shout out to Ju. Tell the people where they can follow you.
I actually changed my handle to UM_Ju, UM_Ju_. So y'all can hit me on Twitter. I'll be active over there. Like I said, bro, it gets crazy on Twitter. So if you ain't about it, then don't get one.
Yeah. West Quad, I'm sorry. Tell the people where they can find you on
at Sir D Chamberlain on Twitter. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that other name. You know what it is.
No doubt. Hey, Maniac, tell the people where they can find you, what you got going on.
Go Blue _Maniac _24 Instagram. Noto, if you a boxing fan. Oh, look, Instagram. And if you a boxing fan, bars. And I'm not even trying. Damn, bro. Damn, I hate myself. Yeah. Yes, follow me there, man. So, and shout to everybody, man, for showing love to the channel. My brother Maze, man, he built this shit from the ground up, man, from the dirt. So thanks for everybody coming on. Shout to all the Michigan podcasts. My brother JOJ. Shout to the voice of college football, TJ John Diadamo. That's the team. And shout to Kinetic, man.
Hey, Maniac.
Yes, sir.
Real quick. Who you got the Crawford Canelo fight?
Yeah, man. Listen, hit me up, man. We'll talk.
Yeah,
I'll tell you why. I know a lot of people excited for that.
I'm really classes matter.
There you go.
I was gonna say that.
Talking right.
That's a big adjustment for one.
Crawford's my guy. I think Crawford's the best boxer in the world right now. But
and
weight classes matter.
And that's I'm not
on top
disagree.
of that, you going to a weight class with a counterpuncher, bro. Like,
and he's just a bigger Canelo. Listen, man.
I mean, we've seen what Canelo did when he moved up. That guy is not a better boxer than Canelo. He just wasn't at that weight.
Just bigger. No, you're gonna see, man. I think it's gonna be a boring fight. It's gonna be kind of technical. I think Crawford might.
That ain't big enough, Jay Marion.
He's gonna gauge. Yeah, I
that
know,
is
but
not
Jay
big
Marion.
enough, bro.
No, Jay Marion. Listen. We're talking about bone.
Shit,
we're talking bone density, right? You could walk around there, but being in that ring at that weight is a whole different animal. And people forget Crawford's last fight at 54 against Madrimov was not the fight. The people ignore that fight. They act like it didn't happen.
Right.
And we're talking about it's because, and that dude only had 10 fights.
Right.
Only 10 professional
There's
fights.
levels to this shit, bro. But it's just like football. It's just like football. When you bump weight, like when you gain weight, I mean, Ed is a perfect example. You gotta learn how to play at that weight. You gotta learn how to box at that weight. Like, I don't think he's ever. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think Crawford ever been up there to that.
No, Crawford. Listen, Crawford is a career from 135, 140, 147. He's only had one fight at 54. That was Madrimov when he beat him for the WBA. He hasn't fought in over a year. Now he's going to go up 160, 168, 2 more weight classes to fight one of the best fighters in all of boxing, one of the best fighters of this generation. Counter puncher, good body puncher, experience, strong. The only thing I don't like about Canelo, he play with his food. Like if I'm Canelo, I'm saying, yo, how dare you come up here? You nice, I give you that, but you too small, bro. You too small.
Why do you think Tank never moves, bro? He's smart, bro.
And forces people to come down to him. And forces people to catch weight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm doing all that shit too.
Tank, right. You know, I've been a Tank apologist. I can't defend him no more. It is what it is.
So here's the thing. And Troy said he should be fighting Boots. He shouldn't fight Boots either because there's no money in it yet. And by the time it is money in it, he'll be too old. But this is what I feel about the fight. I think that weight classes matter. People don't talk about Canelo being a great boxer. He's a great boxer. You know, do I think skill for skill Bud is better? Yeah, but it's not
technically.
It's not by a lot, right? And so then you put that on top of the fact that he's going up 2 weight classes, like my man said. This dude been fighting here for years now. It's just not, a great look. And that last fight, now granted, Canelo's last fight, he didn't look great either, but it's not going to be.
Williams Score was taking Ubers and Lyft in that ring. Right. Jab, Uber, jab, Lyft.
The one thing Bud has going for him is that Canelo is a bit flat-footed. Right, he plods around the ring.
But that's what I'm saying. But he makes up for it in his power.
Right. And
it's not.
Bud got to keep him off him, and how he gonna do it?
So and look, you got to remember, right? He fought Jermell Charlo when they came to the press conference. I went over there. I spoke to Charlo. I was face to face. Jermell is built like a linebacker. He looked like an NFL linebacker. He's that size. He's a natural 154-pounder. He went up 2 weight classes, and you saw he couldn't even fucking deal with that Canelo. Like, nah, I'm good. And Mel is one of the most skilled fighters, pound for pound. Him and his brother, both the Charlo twins. So, not saying, again, styles make fights, but on top of that, Canelo has the best chin in boxing.
Yeah,
so you're not going to hurt him.
I don't think that's close either.
He got the best chin. So what is it that Crawford is going to do? He's going to have to box and move. He can't. His footwork is not in that same realm of a Mayweather.
And Canelo never been put down, right? Canelo never been put down.
Never been dropped, bro. Never been dropped in his career.
He just lost on points. So
he lost to.
He been in there with dogs, bro.
And he lost to
with
Bevo.
Triple G, bro. He was in there with Bevo.
That was a crazy fight. People don't appreciate boxing. That was a good ass fight.
Yo, when Triple G hit Canelo, he did the exorcist spin. His head. It's just like
right. No, there was one punch in that fight, bro, where he caught Canelo square, and
that's what I'm saying.
And he smiled at him, bro. I said, bro, nah, you're different, bro.
Nah, you're different, bro. It's something about the Mexican fighters anyway. They just hard
it's the Mexican
to knock out
bro.
anyway.
Like what's wrong with this? Something in their blood, bro. They ain't got no soul.
Yeah. I see people in the chat. You guys got to remember, man. Crawford doesn't possess the skill set Mayweather does, man. We're talking about 2 different animals, 2 different styles.
Nobody ever will.
And Floyd Mayweather didn't move up 2 weight classes to fight him,
bro. Yeah. bro, Phil, hold real quick for you and Maniac. Are y'all believing in this Shakur Stevenson?
Huh?
Maniac hates Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah. I'm not a believer.
Yeah, so Shakur, look, we gonna call it like it is. Very skilled fighter, right? The guy, he got Olympic pedigree. He's a silver medalist. A lot of amateur background. The guy is skilled his ass. The problem is he can't punch, man. He's not a puncher.
He has not fought anyone.
He got brittle hands. And that's the thing with this era that we're not getting the fights we're supposed to. Shout out to Troy. Troy's a big boxing fan. He be sending me stuff.
Yeah.
But you gotta, these dudes gotta get, look, Tank, Shakur, T.O., and Haney. These were supposed to be the 4 young fighters that were supposed to take this generation of boxing. And not one of them has fought each other.
But like if I'm Tank, why even take that Devin fight? You know?
Not now, because Devin is going to 147.
On top of that, bro, he lost to Ryan Garcia. Like, I can't take you serious.
No,
I don't give a fuck
but
if there was a pedigree or whatever the fuck it was. Chrome.
No, yeah,
but bro, we gotta that Ryan Garcia. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and say he's a great boxer. He can punch though. He can punch.
Look, bro, he's got a left hand. And Devin Haney was like, "Oh, you got left hand." Yeah, you got slapped by it by 6 times. Bro.
Even with that, bro, Tank made that man dehydrate to fight him. Even with all the things we're saying, like he's not a great boxer. He only has 1 punch, and Tank still made him dehydrate to come, fight him at, a catch weight or something like that. So, Tank has crafted his career in a certain way. And now he may have to fight some of these dangerous guys before he goes to jail. So
he's busy fighting his baby mother.
Yeah, bro, he's on a decline. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like,
and it's sad, man, because Tank is a hell of a talent, man. He's a fighter that he's must-see TV. But again, you don't play boxing, bro. You don't play boxing. And if you're not there mentally, it's gonna show in the ring, man. And I think we saw that in the Roach fight.
Like, I'll be first to say Tank's my favorite fighter, but when he had that draw with old boy, that shit disappointed the fuck out of me.
Hey, homie came to fight, bro.
He lucky it was a draw.
It's supposed to be a knockdown.
You could just tell that Tank did not want to be there.
I don't think he wanted to fight him either. Like that's like his real life friend.
Yes, you could just tell he didn't want to be there, man.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. All right, guys, we were supposed to end this 20 minutes ago. We've been talking about boxing. Abdullah Mason is the truth, and I would take him on against any of them.
For the
record, fighting in November. Everybody else taking Canelo, give me Bud.
Okay.
What you mean? What kind of Bud you want?
Nah, not that kind of Bud. Give me some of that Omaha Bud. I want that. Give me that Omaha Bud.
I wouldn't know. Hey, real shit though, Maniac. I wouldn't even know Bud, like fan, but what he did to my boy Spence, that shit, I was like, all right, bro. All right, you got my respect.
In the words of my
Spence.
In the words of my man M3, that it got very Shabba Ranks.
Bro. That I'm not gonna lie, that because I was a big Earl Spence fan, and that hurt my heart.
So
the car accident though.
Yeah. So look, I would say this. Look, listen. One of these days, we just gonna have a boxing episode. We don't want to talk boxing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. The car accident had a lot to do with that.
No, look that bad. We're gonna bring that up. We're gonna bring that up in the future.
No, I don't.
He would have still lost, but it wouldn't look that bad.
Nah, but Earl's the way
follow me everywhere. Matt is Madman. Until next time, you know the slogan. Stay angry.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, they're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. So I just don't get that all that mace and that lock. I just don't get it. And how the
studying the damn live down. Good night, everybody.